What's going on, everybody? Ooh, he's asleep, but we all know this is normal.
Was that the real one?
That was a real one.
That was the real one. Wow.
See, now all Timmy Turbo's comments are coming up.
Oh, that was the real one.
Good night. Wow, you were busy, Timmy. Holy shit.
Sean has been out here faking.
I ain't been faking nothing.
I'm so emotionally drained from starting this. Whoa! Where did we go?
We're good. Hold on.
I don't see where we're good. I don't see anything.
Give me a second. There we go. All right, but we're here.
This is some new.
This is some new stuff.
With new stuff.
So
messing everything up.
It is messing everything up. I do apologize, but this is our weekly show. We like to call.
Except for last weekend because.
Except for that, well, we weren't here last week.
Lost, and I don't know how to make things work. So you missed us.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, we were gone last week.
Because somebody was pouting.
I wasn't pouting. I was over at my mom's.
Well, that too. But
there was no.
I liked my story better.
I'm sure you did because it was your story.
That is what makes it better.
But so I'm trying to get my brother to come in here. Kyle, try to click on it. Try to click on that link that I sent you now if you can hear me.
Can you hear me now? Oh man, that was old Turbo been doing. Look at this nonsense. Turbo, he don't care about you, bro.
I do. This is just something new. So this one's going to be like the first time that we did this. This is just going to be
shitty.
Basically.
Welcome back to the shitty experience of us.
Shitty experience.
This is America.
But, so what do we want to talk about?
Trying to see what Turbo's been talking about.
Turbo's been talking about a whole bunch of shit.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
So they say, how's it going, guys?
Goes good. Appreciate you asking.
We were going. Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's
fancy.
That's fancy. Look at Timmy Turbo with the fancy graphics. Ooh, swipe it up, swipe it down.
It said my trailer inspection in front of the trailer clearance not cracked and broken. He was doing a pre-trip inspection like on the background photo. Apparently, is like my cover photo from YouTube. He just had a picture of the pad at sunset. Shows one of the trailers there. So he's basically doing pre-trip on a trailer that he can't touch.
He's getting closer to getting this license thing handled.
But
he said more. He said a lot.
Yeah, a lot of shit. I'm not gonna. That's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, with all that.
So the side of the trailer, there are no holes, no missing rivets. Yeah.
Is he just steadily?
Yes.
One line
through all those. Yeah, floor securely mounted, no holes, broken, operational. Yeah, I'm not reading. I see pre-trip on a daily basis.
Nobody checks the floor.
No, not so much. Back of the trailer, doors, blah 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 blah. Good God, bro.
I'm proud of you, man. It seems like you got everything.
Yeah. Then
from all the blah blah blahs I caught, like it seems like you got everything. Because this is too far away for me to read.
DOT tape properly mounted, secured 100% of the rear. Okay.
100% on the rear.
Well, he said I was doing trailer inspection of that trailer on the phone on the picture.
That's good work, buddy. Good work.
Slip Dog 04 jump seat. Slip Dog is in the house. What's going on, Slip Dog? That sounds like that so much sounds like a Slipknot.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
It does.
Like, yeah, I just go in the store and slip on floors, but then put the signs up. Get paid.
Well, I gotta try to contact my brother. So
contact.
You talk. Try to. You clicky.
Ooh, I have buttons. I'm getting the big boy. I gotta come up here because I'm too far away for all that nonsense. You took the chair with you.
I did. You have a chair back there.
Peg leg. I'm lost. Peg leg. Look at this fancy shit. I'm lost, y'all. Eagles will win.
Yo.
There's a good chance of that.
Hey, so you're able to
There's no negative, no positive. should be a game. If anything, this season was definitely a season of unpredictability.
Were you able to turn it on? Did he give you an option?
So that's a good deal. Should be interesting though, but none of us had accurate picks of what this Super Bowl is going to be.
That's interesting.
That is for sure.
But can you see the link?
I'm just thrown off by him talking to his brother.
Is the sound coming through on
Look
the
at
side?
He was so special.
Okay. Okay.
Turbo's ready for the draft. Ooh, Slim Dog says Chiefs by 3 points.
That sounds about right.
It's gonna be a good game. I
think the Eagles are actually going to pull it out though. But it's going to be a damn close game.
I just hope they have a couple of decent backup quarterbacks from the game that I watched against the Niners.
Well, we used all of our fucking backups.
No, I'm saying the Chiefs better have a couple of backups.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Because that's where I don't think they're giving credit to the Eagles. Is that defense that front line is beastly.
It is.
You know what I mean? And so if Patrick ain't mobile as he should be, he gonna get boo boo. He already got a boo boo, so he gonna get another boo boo.
Right.
If he keep it up. Because again, if you look at that second half after Duke got his concussion, if you look at the second half of that Eagles game as any stretch of the imagination of how good or bad the Eagles are, I think you're stupid.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I do believe they both kind of bowed down like, okay, we're just going to run the ball and run this clock out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we're screwed.
Right.
The Eagles knew they were screwed. They could have put up 70 on them if they wanted to.
Oh, easily.
You know what I mean? But I think the Eagles just, you know what I mean? Out of whatever, decided that, hey, we'll go ahead and chill on this nonsense. You know what I mean? We'll just wear this clock out. We'll each wear the clock out and be done. So if you look at that second half and try to judge the defense by that second half,
right.
I think you're foolish. You know what I mean? The first half is a much better judgment of what they were. And they were destroying. You know what I mean? They were getting through, getting that pressure on and all that. So
true. I mean, Man, I'm still bummed on the night. It's hard not to be. I'm upset, but then I'm not because I mean
It sucks that you didn't go anywhere, but
hold on.
Are we still present?
We're still present.
Okay.
Just the recording stopped. So when it came to the Niners, man, it's hard to see the season of what we had with Brock Purdy to come through into the first flipping.
Y'all gave a real good team effort.
Dude, it was the first.
It took the whole team.
The first drive, and he gets injured, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, so I didn't even know we had a backup after Purdy. I really didn't. And then Josh Johnson comes in. Josh Johnson has some experience. He's been in the league. Close to 12 seasons. So he's been in the league for a while. So okay, cool. He comes in, and then second half comes out, and now he's got a concussion. And I'm like, all the things that could possibly go wrong went wrong.
Yeah, y'all just weren't meant to go to the Super Bowl, man.
And I'm like,
meant to be.
And
every time you thought you had a game plan to get you back in the game, you know what I mean? The football guys were negative.
Facts. And
negative Ghost Rider, you're not going to the Super Bowl.
No.
That thing either needs to just stay or it needs to, because it is super fucking distracting.
You're just, hold on. I'm going to see if I can't fix this. Hold on.
That thing in the corner is definitely, just sit there. It's fine for it to be there. I understand we're cheap. We don't want to pay money. You know what I mean? So it's got to sit in the corner.
Nope, but it's not letting us change any part of it.
Stop. See, that is a problem for me. Anyway, I'm going to do my best to ignore it, everybody.
Okay, don't pay attention to it.
Trying. I'm going to do my best. Do my best to ignore it.
But, that's... It was hard to watch that because the thing is, I think we actually had a way of beating the Eagles. I think we beat the Eagles if Purdy hadn't got hurt.
Yeah, with Purdy, you have a chance. You know what I mean? Like, but
True.
I think the big part of y'all's game was defensive oriented.
Yeah.
Like the Philly Eagles game was going to be a defensive oriented game. That's what it had proven out to be. You guys had an uphill struggle after the Johnson dude fumbled that ball. You know what I mean? Like, but if you just leave Purdy in, I think it's a totally different scenario and a totally different game. But
Yeah.
it isn't what it was. That's not what it was. So we can't talk about what would have been. Only talk about what is, my friend. Only talk about what happened. But again, I think if you judge the Eagles by that game, you're foolish. You know what I mean? Like, so, not to say that the Chiefs aren't a good team, but you can't say the Chiefs really dominated that game against Cincy either.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, so for all them guys who are like, look at the Chiefs. Like, bro, that wasn't that great of a win. It wasn't a great thing. Because at first it was like, well, what did you expect? Patrick was hurt. But we won the game. Like, hey, look, man, like, y'all got to stop this nonsense, man. Either the dude is that good, you know what I mean? Like, or he's injured. Like, you can't, like, it seems like Mahomes, and I like Mahomes. I'm not, as much as I'm shitting on him,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shit him, but, like, look, you people need to calm the fuck down. You goddamn Mahomes fans. You need to calm down, okay? You know what I mean? Like, he can't be great, and then if he loses this game, it's going to be because he was hurt.
Right.
Right? Or somebody else didn't. It's always somebody else's fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's never his fault when something goes wrong.
Hold on.
Hold up. Wait a minute. So it's always nuts to me how any of that nonsense works. Disappointing in its own right, in its own mind.
Yes, it is.
I said too, though, man, you Chiefs fans can't be that outlandish on what y'all did. Then they want to say that he didn't have anybody to throw the ball to because they got hurt. Oh! Hey!
We
Don't
got
send
him!
us stuff
Here
on
he is.
Facebook no more.
Yeah, the Facebook crap is what it ended up being. So,
That's right, we're on Facebook too.
yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
Facebook.
this is being faint. Well, how did I get out of the frame? This is bullshit. It's my.
He took up a lot of room.
He
for
took. He
himself.
did. Your big ass head took up a freaking whole bunch of space.
As it should.
So I did have a question on this, right? So if we're wanting to do, because you guys, obviously this is my brother Kyle.
Ah.
So do you want to go by Kyle or you want to go by Sticks?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Don't think too hard.
Tune in next week.
Yeah. That's how we'll draw people in, is we'll leave them hanging.
That is true.
Yeah, Sticks. I think Sticks, just because we're doing like
I think Sticks works.
stuff.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So if y'all, Sticks and myself, we're going to be doing it's going to be a new show on my YouTube that we're not 100% sure the date that it's going to be right now because someone forgot what they do.
I didn't know we were going to playoffs. So
Did you not have faith in your team or something?
no, I did. I was just going off of our record. I didn't think we were going, and then I found out yesterday we are, and I was like, well, all right.
All right, all
We're in
right.
playoffs.
Well, congratulations on making it to the playoffs.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm not in the playoffs anymore. But it is what it is. Got no
I
quarterback.
haven't been there in like 20 years, so.
Yeah. It's
Sorry.
newer territory.
Yeah,
Bro,
my 49er fans are starting to turn into look like them Dallas boys. I'm just saying.
you want to bring
We got
Houston
that.
into this?
No, we suck. You can bring them in all you want, bro. We've never attempted to be. Well, we've attempted to be good, but we always suck.
So what we are going to be doing, and we're trying to figure out which, and I'm thinking Tuesdays may end up working out great. I think Tuesdays will be just fine. It'll be after, it'll kind of jump off after Unapologetic Instructors on Train Up Tuesday. It'll transition over into, call it, this was your idea, Tune Up Tuesdays.
That,
No.
no.
Tune in.
Tune
Sorry,
in.
tune in. Tune up.
That's
Sounds
like-
like
That was not my idea.
So tune in Tuesdays is what we're gonna. So this is not really gonna necessarily be 100% trucking related. This is gonna be one. everybody always listens to music, right? I've not met a single person that ever been like, no, I hate good sounds. I hate music. I don't want to listen to music. I've never met somebody like that. So what I'm thinking is like we all have those songs that we like to listen to whenever we're pissed, whenever we're sad, whenever we're happy, whenever we're driving. We all have like that set playlist. We all have the songs that we go to. And this is going to span all genres from rock to country to metal to rap to I don't know what disco. I don't even think
Ooh,
disco.
disco.
But because we're going to have
we
multiple.
going to bebop. Or
Sure.
what was that
It's
stuff
basically
way back in the day?
we're going to bring in different
check.
guests. And so Sticks here is going to be my co-host because he's been obviously in the music industry more than what I was. He's played with several bands.
Dude, high school doesn't fucking count, man.
I said him. He's been in bands.
You said more than you.
He has been in more than me.
Right, that's like everything.
It's band.
High school doesn't count, bro. Like
It does.
doesn't count.
This is my show. This is my show.
Was it a band?
No, we did one whenever I was in
I played
Greece.
the snare drum.
No, I did one whenever we were in Greece. We had a little bit of a group that we played together over at.
In the barracks?
No, this was at my buddy's
Come on,
house.
man.
We don't have that much room in the barracks. That's just not what's going to happen. But we're going to, and he's been an accomplished drummer. He's been in. I mean, hell, talk about yourself. Shit, I'm not going to just talk about all your accolades. How many bands have you been in, bro?
You can keep doing it. It feels pretty good.
No, I'm not.
I mean, if we're like counting like different churches and stuff like that too, I started when I was 12. But professionally, I was just out of high school, and that was my first band. That was more of like a hardcore, older, like heavier type of style, and very, very China heavy. If you know music, you know what I'm talking about.
Not the country.
No, that came later.
He's thinking. Wait a minute, Chinese? He's in a Chinese band.
Around the block.
No, the China.
It's a type of symbol.
It's funny though because my China was called Wuhan. Not even lying.
Wuhan? Or that was the brand.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, you naming your symbols. Like, this is Bill, that's Bob, that's Wuhan. But
he's exotic.
The symbol
He's
was
exotic.
COVID.
Oh yeah. Did you
wait for a while to put that together, didn't
Bro, did you started COVID with your symbol?
You're not going to be good at this show at all.
No, this was 10 years before.
We don't know. He had it over here. It was a sleeper cell.
Yeah.
It was a sleeper cell. That's what it was. Every time he hit the China, Wuhan everywhere.
Sorry.
It was very odd though.
No. So I did that.
You've been in different genres too. So you've gone from country, which was really surprising to me, especially knowing the music that you like. That had to be one hell of a transition.
It paid the bill. It paid a bill.
Just one?
Just one bill?
And it was a credit card payment.
It made that.
No, I did. So I've done, metal. It wasn't metal. It was more hardcore. And then I've done indie. I've done pop punk. And then like songwriter, which is basically just like folk in a way. And then I've also done country as well. So yeah, I've had some experience in a little bit of everything, but country was the one I spent probably the most amount of time in. I grew up playing metal, but I spent more of my professional time in country.
Exactly, because that was like your first really go-to. Because I remember you really started learning to do the drums and playing the drums and everything like that was really the Breaking Benjamin. That was like your first song that you did all the way through was Diary of Jane, right?
Yeah, and that was 2006. So I was 13.
Wow,
But
that's
that,
well
yeah, I'd been playing before
long.
that too. But that was like the first one that I actually took the time to learn and figure out what
Right.
to do.
And so like
But
that was, but that's going to be something that we're going to be talking a lot about that in whenever it comes to Tune In Tuesdays. We're going to be talking about the music stuff, like what we like, what we kind of grew up with, because the way we grew up was initially was it's kind of weird because we really weren't really able to listen to anything outside of a particular set. Like it's not very much of the music was secular; it was primarily Christian rock unless and then I came back, which was well, it's a whole story that we'll deal with on Tune In Tuesday, but because also we'll talk about it to a little bit more, but also I know that Linkin Park just dropped a single
yeah,
off of Meteora that hadn't been previously released, which
yeah,
I listened to it and it's pretty flipping good.
yeah. I heard it this morning.
It's pretty damn
Nice.
good because I know that he's a big Linkin Park fan. I know I'm a
Yeah,
big Linkin Park fan, and especially like Hybrid Theory and Meteora, like those are my go tos, man. Like I love those two albums,
I
even
still
Minutes
think
to Midnight.
I still, yeah, definitely the first two for sure. I still think one of the best albums that was ever done was the mashup between Linkin Park and Jay-Z.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Mm.
That one was, but that was a lot of that was based off of the Meteora album. Like most of the songs, like Numb, like that was based off of the Meteora album. My go-to has always been Hybrid Theory. That has always
Yeah.
been like it's one of the first things that I usually end up downloading if I end up getting a new stream or something like that. Is always Hybrid Theory, and I'm actually contemplating actually getting a tattoo of the hybrid theory of the dude running with the flag with the butterfly wings. I want to get that. I'm thinking about getting that as a tattoo.
Right there.
You have weird tattoos. So right on the neck? No.
Be
One,
about it or don't.
you can't really see my neck, so I'll be covering it up.
Which chin do you want
Because
to put it on?
exactly.
The guy's
So
going through heads
I
down.
don't really have a neck. So it would also the thing is like you would think that even the soldier would be fat because it would just be like no, we're good. I'll probably end up doing it like on my shoulder or maybe on my back or maybe on my chest or maybe there's somewhere that I can end up putting it that I really want to get that. I want to get that done. But we're gonna be talking more about some music stuff. We're gonna have different. We're gonna bring in some different guests. Justin's gonna be one of the guests that we end up bringing in. He's actually gonna try to. He's gonna try to get his brother in here as well, and because brother's in the music industry, and I think you two, that would just be a show in and of itself.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
Because what are some
Yeah,
of the
that'd
others
be
that your
cool.
brothers worked with?
be a lot.
A lot.
As I say, it's never my position to put him out there. Like he gets upset when I do certain things like that. So
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna drop that. But
No,
there's been some.
I can
You might
I
catch
can
him. You might catch him on an episode of Ice and Coco. Is that what it was? That show with Ice-T and his
with Ice
wife?
T and his wife.
You might catch him on an episode on that.
Oh,
Oh wow.
like him personally or a song?
Mm-hmm.
Him personally? Oh shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can try to bring my friend Jason, who's our sound engineer at the church that I play drums for here in Visalia. He was a sound engineer in Studio City in LA.
Oh
And
wow.
he was one of the ones who was on the 10,000 Days album for Tool.
Oh.
So he was there for the recording process of all those songs. And he's got a lot of stuff in the works. I know he's super busy. So I could try, but I just saw him last night. I'll see him on Sunday because I'm playing this weekend. So I will. I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to do that, and then I could try to get some guys like our old guitarist who is a producer now. I've worked with him outside of leaving Austin. probably some people from old bands that I was in and stuff like that.
That's what I was saying. Like that end up being kind of cool. If they, I know leaving Austin guys end up being kind of busy and everything like that, but that'd be cool. I doubt they would come in, but
I don't know if they would. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really talked to them. Really, I think I've talked to them once since I left 2 years ago or a year and a half.
oh,
Yeah,
that might be one hell of a show. That might be one hell of a show. We're gonna have to start pushing that one.
I see this on VH1.
But I think that because we have, I have quite a few other guys too, like TB. He's wanting to actually come in. Oren's going to come in. He's done a lot of stuff with quite a few different bands. He's been more so like a producer kind of deal, like actually doing.
He's been more of like an A&R / manager aspect of a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna bring in. We'll do that. And we'll talk about like some of the best concerts that what we've been to. We'll talk about new concerts that are coming up. We're also going to be putting a link to both of our playlists. We'll put a link to the playlist through Spotify down in our description on Tune Up Tuesdays, and you guys can listen to what we're listening to. And it's just more so it's like a community involvement, man. Just like it doesn't have to do with trucking. Obviously, I have the truck driving background. He doesn't. But we're essentially bringing two kind of things together. I'm really not really going to be talking more so on the trucking side of it. It's more so like it's that common interest. It's that music deal. So, yeah. I mean, and heck, maybe we can even get Corey to come in here. We'll talk about music that he ends up doing. Because Corey, my other brother, he's a great guitarist. Like he's pretty damn good. He picked that up by playing a damn video game.
We're not having this conversation. That's an episode you're doing by yourself, apparently.
No, I'm watching him over here just like...
Was Corey saying no? Oh, he's going, yeah. See?
Yeah.
Exactly. So Corey...
Guitar Hero champion.
No, like it wasn't the Guitar Hero one. What was the name of it? Was it
Rocksmith.
Rocksmith. Yeah. To where it actually it taught himself how to play, and it wasn't through buttons or anything like that. It was actually through chords.
Oh, yeah, you actually you use a real guitar and it plugs into your Xbox or PS5 or 4 or whatever, and it teaches you how to play actual chords and to songs.
Hey,
so that's how I learned how to play bass.
Guitar Hero guitar is a real guitar. Okay.
I got it, man.
It makes real sounds. Just saying.
No, that is different because I played drums on Rocksmith. Or I played drums on like Rock Band. It was awful.
Yeah, it's not even the first. My cousin plays guitar. Like that side of my family is very musically inclined, and like he tried to play like Guitar Hero, like thrown off. Like if you really know what you're doing, that game fucking hurts.
It hurts.
No, for real. I was playing Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy, and there was like people around, and I was embarrassed because I was like, I know how to play the song. Like I was trying to play it for real.
Give me a real drum set.
I was trying to play it like for real, and like it's always on that latency. So I'm on tempo, but it's not hitting the. I think I got like 12%.
You're just like at the end.
But the whole time, I'm like, I'm killing it. And then it pops up and it says like 12%. And it's like, and then, like everybody, I was like, boo. I was like, this game's stupid.
Because I didn't get it right. So it's dumb.
Oh no, I got it right. I got it right. It got it wrong. That's the problem.
Like I know what I'm playing. I don't know this.
I know. I've been doing this for a long time.
Hold on, we're gonna put this one up here real quick. Timmy Turbo says. He says, I had Fitzpegger for a tuba player. Man, fuck off, Timmy. I ain't no tuba player. I played a really big bass. And that was just because I was the only dude that could actually carry it. But we'll talk about most of that music stuff on Tuesdays. But I think that it's gonna be a blast. Everybody like, comment, subscribe, share that sucker. Let's get not just even the truck driving side of it. Let's get this music thing going because that's
You'd
where
probably be shocked though of how many like country songs were probably written by truck drivers.
Oh yeah, I think that, and the thing that's country ends up being really the main genre. I think that whenever it comes to truck driving, because those are good songs to actually just drive to, especially
Well,
even
if
like,
you really listen to the stories, it's pretty evident. Like,
oh
for
yeah,
us.
Have you heard Hardy's new album?
I've been listening a little bit. I had whenever because I wasn't paying attention to that, so I was like, when it said Hardy, honestly I thought like wrestling, but I
Oh,
hadn't.
the Hardy Boys?
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I hadn't really listened to any of his stuff, but he's kind of like that, the country rock, like almost like a mixture.
Mm-mm. You need to listen to his new album because it's called The Mockingbird and the Crow,
Okay,
and the Mockingbird side is the country side, and that's all like lowercase letters because it's supposed to be country and softer, and
right.
it really shows his songwriting capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
But the Crow side is all rock, like,
Okay,
and I'm not just like rock, like it's heavy
like
rock, like he
metal.
screams, yeah, like he screams
Oh wow.
some of those songs, and they sound really good. He did a song with Jeremy McKinnon from A Day to Remember called Radio Song, and you would think it's like another country song, and then it just shifts in the chorus and goes straight to like Jeremy McKinnon and a very low scream in the middle of the chorus.
Oh wow.
And it's kind of like a play on like
Justin has a question.
Who the fuck is Hardy?
Hardy.
I'll.
He
show
did
you.
that song 4x4, Rednecker. He did Sign Sober You. He did, what else did he do? He did a rock. He did a lot of stuff with Morgan Wallen. But he used to be like a songwriter. That was his main thing, was songwriting. But
He's listening to him now.
no. you need to listen to Radio Song. You need to listen to Radio Song with him and Jeremy McKinnon, because that song
I think that's the one. This one has
slaps.
Wait in the truck.
Was it?
Wait in the truck.
This one's Wait in the Truck he's listening to
Oh
now.
yeah, that one's been super popular too.
Got a lot of fucking views.
But also the thing was, because I've been listening a lot to the Sirius XM, and he was on Octane,
Mm-hmm.
and
Was
so
sold
he
out.
was,
Or Jack.
yeah, he was on
Yeah.
Octane and talking about everything, and I was like, I was starting to be like, oh wow, like I didn't realize that there was that much of a collaboration between the country and the metal sides. Yeah, that might be one that I want to check that out. But
there's a lot of metal guys in country because
well, I mean,
there's a
hell,
lot
the
of
lead
metal guys.
singer
in country.
from Slayer.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of.
I'm sorry, not Slayer. Stained. My bad, not Slayer.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
Slayer.
Stained, not Slayer.
Yeah, Aaron Lewis.
That would be an interesting. That would definitely be an interesting country collab between. No, but Stained, he had the lead singer. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Obviously,
Aaron Lewis.
there you go. Whenever he went over to the country, he's had a very, very like good country career. Like almost it kind of rivals his rock career with Stained.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like a lot of country guys come from the rock world, or a lot of rock guys go to the country world because number one, country is where it's the genre that has probably not the most money, but the most reoccurring money because different contracts and a lot of it's songwriting. So
Right.
yeah, that's where you're going to make more money than probably anything else, is songwriting. But
Right.
but yeah, like country there was a lot of rock guys that I met, a lot of rock instrumentalists that I met that toured with country, and they toured primarily with country or pop. There's a lot of like the Jason Hook, the guitarist from Five Finger Death Punch. He was with Hillary Duff.
Yeah, he was. Well, he's not
Before.
the guitarist. He's not the guitarist with Five Finger anymore.
Not anymore, but the old one. He was found because somebody from A&R at the label or whatever that Death Punch was signed to, he went to their concert with his daughter and saw Hook playing guitar, and then That's how I got into Five Finger Death Punch. So it's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of metal guys.
That was
out
a
and
good
about.
documentary that was on Netflix. I was
Hired
about
gun.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna get back to talking like on the truck driving side of things. So we're talking because we'll leave a lot of this music stuff to like
It's too late, bro. We're
to
knee
tune
deep
up.
now.
Like, but
Is that-
I want to start talking about some football though. I want to see what his pick is for the Super Bowl.
Oh.
All right, last one, then I gotta take a shower and go to my game. Because my team's playing their last game tonight. I'm coaching basketball.
Wow.
Varsity.
Ballin'. Oh,
Hey.
He was like, yeah, fuck y'all.
I'm coming back. Hey,
There we go. Hey, we're back
My-
now. We just
sorry.
said you basically gave us the middle finger and said bye.
no, my fiance is calling. I'll call her back in a minute. If I had to-
Oh, is the fiance called? You better.
Yeah.
You're in
I'll
trouble.
call
He's very upset with your pictures too, bro.
Yeah, I'm very upset with the pictures.
Just for a side note conversation when he talked to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'm upset with the pictures. Just because I don't have that.
Jealousy is a real thing.
No, fuck
Anyway,
it is.
moving on, man. Pick for the Super Bowl.
Sorry,
He's got
man.
places to go.
So yeah, exactly. He's got to go teams to beat.
I'm going with the Eagles. I want the Eagles to win.
So what do you think the margin's going to be?
Are we talking points?
That would be yes.
I take the Eagles 17-14.
17-14.
Wow, you don't even think there's going to be that much scoring, huh?
I don't, man. I think their defenses are going to be very strong. So 17-14 Eagles. Quote me on it.
That is bold.
Quote you on. All right, 17-14. We'll put it in the books.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy.
So like
We don't have any real books though.
No, we
it's
don't.
going to be up here.
It's going to be an imaginary book, which
And we'll
means
forget by next week.
yeah. If it's
We don't
in,
know how to read.
If it's in Justin's head, it's definitely not going to.
Unless it actually turns out to be like 19 or 17 or, you know what I mean? Like, if it really turns I'm like, wow, Kyle called it.
You get that going right, dude.
Well, he got
If
a-
it's higher than that, I'll forget, so don't worry about it.
He's got a red screen. Did you go into Corey's room?
No, it's my room. I gotta go.
He's
All right.
Waste my daggone time.
You need a shave too. Holy crap!
No, that's the coach look right there, son.
All
right.
right. No, coach just has this. The coach just
Coach
has the
has been looking at the
goatee.
game plan. He hasn't had time to shower and shave and do all that. filthy
That's
stuff.
not why. It's just because
He's got to go. We're
All
gonna
right,
be in the
man.
shower with him before you know it.
I'm not. That is not going to be on this show. All right, bro. We'll talk to you later, man. We'll get everything set up. So Tune Up Tuesday is going to be.
Tune in Tuesday, man.
Tune in. I said tune up again, didn't I?
You
Fuck
fucking
me.
shit.
Tune in Tuesday with going to be with Primetime
get
Fits and
paid
Sticks. So we're gonna let you go, Kyle, and we will see you later, man.
Cool, man. We'll see you guys.
See ya.
Bye. Kick him. Oh wow! It says I can kick the guest, and I kicked him.
Kick him.
And he's gone. I kicked him. I'm gonna get a call.
Get out of here, boy.
I'm gonna get a call from my mom. Don't kick your brother.
Do what I want, Mom. You're way out in Kentucky now.
Yeah. So okay. Let's see up here. Broncos have signed. We had Slumdog. He said Chiefs by 3. Pegleg says my Broncos have signed Sean Payton for head coach.
Hold on. Slumdog. You said
Slipdog.
Slipdog.
What's it?
Slipdog?
Fuck. Slipdog.
Millionaire,
My bad,
man.
bro.
My bad. It's on me.
Slipdog.
It's on me. I'm stupid. And it's far away, and I study for my exam. Anyway.
God, yes you
Slipdog.
do.
But does Slipdog think it's going to be a low-scoring game like that?
I don't know. Slipdog said.
So he says by 3, but Kyle said by 3 too, 17-14.
Right.
So do you think it will be that low score of a game?
Slipdog said, or I think Slipdog actually ran out of beer. He said he'll be back.
Okay.
But
Well, hopefully he'll watch this back and then figure it out.
maybe.
Anyway, yes, you got Sean Payton, but is that going to fix? Is that going to fix your Russell Wilson problem?
I don't think that's going to fix your Russell Wilson problem. Your Russell Wilson problem is the fact that he spent too much time under Pete Carroll.
No, I think it's like, dude, I didn't know it until the end of the season. You know what I mean? Like, they gave that dude his own office. They gave him a bunch of parking spots for his squad. Like,
Russell?
this is yeah. Like Russell had his own private office for Team 3 and shit like that. And Sean, that was one of the first things Sean Payton did. Like, yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. You have a parking spot, motherfucker.
You have a parking
like,
spot. It's like, damn,
you know,
man.
fuck about what you used to be, son bitch.
I guess
you
so.
ain't that no more.
That almost sounds like Bill Parcells when he went into the Cowboys and took all the stars off the helmets. He said you had to earn them. Like that's some old school coaching shit.
But when you privilege somebody, you spoil them like that. You know what I mean? Like they lose that. You know what I mean? Like, and then the whole team looks at it, like when you give somebody something special and nobody else gets it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you get people like, and he ain't do nothing special. He didn't come into Denver and earn that. If he had an office in Seattle, maybe that'd be understandable. But you're not getting an office here, motherfucker. You ain't done nothing.
Maybe that was in his contract.
Anyway, well, it's out of it now.
Timmy Turbo says, I want the Chiefs to win. The Eagles are my ex-sister-in-law's team.
Ex-sister-in-law. Why
So
does
I guess
that
he-
affect you so much?
I guess he doesn't like the Eagles. That's why. Because I want the Chiefs to win. The Eagles are my ex-sister-in-law's team. So
Right, but it seems like your ex-sister-in-law. Like I don't understand why.
I guess he didn't
If
like
it was like my ex-wife's
I mean,
team, like,
I guess I
get
don't-
it, bro,
he-
but, like,
he just doesn't
your
like his-
ex-sister-in-law.
whenever
like
he-
were you sleeping with her? Or something?
Whenever he divorced, apparently he just left that entire family. Just said, no.
Oh yeah, because you got to be married to your wife's sister. Duh. Anyway, moving on.
Fuck, man.
It could have been his brother's wife or something. I don't know. Because my brother, like I got married,
Yes.
right? That makes Missy
Yes.
my
His-
brother's sister
Yeah.
in law.
I'm just gonna go based on it says my ex-sister-in-law's team. I'm thinking that it was a divorce.
Ex meaning like they're no more.
You're thinking too much into
yeah,
this.
I am. Anyway, moving on.
You overthink shit.
Yeah, fuck that up. Good. Fuck that up pretty good.
But so he said he wants the Chiefs to win.
Way to throw a disappointing part of my life back.
Hey,
in my
I'm good.
face.
Yeah.
So, fucking out for the rest of this fucking show.
Is OTR boring or is it a party? What's it like hitting the asphalt every day? Well, you don't really hit the asphalt. You kind of roll on top of it. But honestly, I liked OTR. It's like you don't like after a while. I mean, I guess it can get boring because like the stuff of what everybody normally wants to see, you see on a constant basis. So initially, like the Rocky Mountains or there's somebody like, oh wow, cool, the Rocky Mountains, and the first time you're going through, it's like, oh wow, this is really nice. Once you've been doing this for like 6 or 7 years, you're like, crap, that's gonna take all fucking day.
Yeah, that's what I tell you. Like when you first see it, you roll up on it, you're coming down 70 into Denver, you see the Rockies in the background, you're like, this is beautiful. Then after about 3 to 6 months, you realize you got 44 in the box, and you realize, fuck me. Like you start to understand what that shit means. You're like,
Fuck, there's no parking on top of that mountain.
You're right.
You're like, shit.
Once I started, I gotta get through it. Parking in Denver sucks.
Yeah, I'm not
You know,
really
like-
parking until I get to Grand Junction.
Right.
But but we gotta talk. We did not talk about how you don't like to go down the right roads. 40.
No, we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about trip planning.
So we do need to talk.
If you need a video on trip planning, there's one over there on Unapologetic Instructors.
Mm-hmm.
They did a whole thing about trip planning. If you were me, you should probably go watch that video. Shout out to Owen.
Read your instructions. That's
Yeah, that too. Reading is important. Not a skill that I thrive at.
no, it's not.
No. Understand your position.
He learned.
I didn't learn. I learned going there, but like there could be another place that gets me all goofy.
But
That shit is solidified in my brain like 17-14 Eagles.
there you go.
I'm gonna lock it in there, just like Barbara Millicent Roberts.
What?
Barbara Millicent Roberts.
Who the fuck is that?
Barbie.
Oh,
That's Barbie's real name.
oh.
Snapple taught me that. And I worked really, really hard to keep it memorized in my brain, so I said it like 100,000 times that day that I learned it, and now it's
Couldn't
kind
have said all the stuff.
of cemented in there. I did not read that 100,000 times, and that's not even the book. Remember? That's
But
just a.
This
place
is
I
the
really screwed up.
representation. This is a representation of the book.
Dude, I read the book. They gave me a month to read a book with like 300 some fucking pages in it. That's not gonna work. That's not enough time.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Bro, that's not what the question said. I'm not here for it. Next comment. Next comment.
I'm just saying. Anyway, all right, but is it a party every day? It's a lot of fun. I think the Reaper side OTR.
That's what we were talking about.
OTR is a lot of fun.
I think it is what you make it.
Yeah.
It could be miserable.
It can
you know what
be.
I mean? Like, but it's just it. In some senses of OTR, you have to be inventive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how you have a good time, man. Is in being inventive.
And you know what makes it easier? Music.
Tune in Tuesday.
Tune in
Tuesday. Oh, we're gonna fix some chords. Tune in Tuesday. No, yes.
Sorry, guy, I'm gonna nut shot you on fucking live. Damn. So, but that it's a lot of fun hitting the asphalt already. The thing is, we have the greatest window, or the greatest office window ever. So I mean, the thing is, like, you're seeing like the sunsets. Would you quit with your Velcro?
Can't help it.
But you see like all the sunsets. You're seeing the sunrises. You're seeing a lot of some really beautiful stuff out there. That's a great office window to have. And I mean, a lot of people don't necessarily get that. They might be working in a cubicle that they don't even get to see the outside till they go home. So I mean, that's something that
I think that's the sacrifice of that view too. That was home.
True.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, you're like
that is true. I mean, the thing is, this kind of job is not a job that is very kind to any type of traditional relationship. It really isn't.
No.
There's a lot of understanding that has to come from both sides. That is the only way that to keep a normal relationship working. It would be considered a new normal. But at the end of the day, I love hitting the asphalt every day. I really do.
I enjoy it.
Mahomes will be better.
Bro, this thing has gotta. That thing's gotta stop too.
Quit looking at it.
No, that thing, but the comment thing too, man. That takes forever.
Okay, hold on.
Look,
Hold on.
this is what Peg Leg said. Like,
I don't think I can edit it.
well, it's too late. Like, you're gonna have to figure this out another day. Today's not the day. What did Peg Leg say? Because I studied for my exam, and that shit's really.
Peg Leg says Mahomes will be better than Brady. Wow.
Ooh. But now, because there was controversy about this after Brady retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Brady does not have the best in-season stats, right? Like, he's not the best quarterback stat-wise on an in-season thing.
There we go.
Playoffs.
Which one? You like
is
that
not
one?
the same thing.
Like,
I just want to see it show up quickly.
You like that one?
I just want to see it show up. So when you click on it, it shows up. See, like that took way too fucking long.
That?
Yeah, like just give me the fucking comment. Like that shit right there, that's annoying.
Okay, there we go.
So, but they say Brady doesn't have the best playoff record, like as far as like individual play.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so he's not the best individual quarterback that has ever done it in the playoffs. Rather, like I think it was Joe Montana. Peyton Manning is the in-season one, and somebody else was the Super Bowl one. But at the end of the day, like, what do you constitute as the best? You know what I mean? Like, so say Mahomes comes in, you know what I mean? Like, he loses this game by chance. He loses this game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, he goes on, he makes, because he's been in this league for 5 years. He's made he's been in the league for 6. He started 5, and they've been to the AFC conference game 5 years in a row. Mm-hmm. They've only made, this is the 3rd time that they're going to the Super Bowl out of those 5 years. Now, if they don't even make another Super Bowl after this, after he loses this, like at what point do you say the ring matters? Right? Like that's my thing. Like if you're chasing the individual stat, like way to go. Like you did it. Patrick is probably going to outdo Brady. But if he does not outdo the rings, does it even fucking matter?
Not at all. The only reason I don't care how many fucking Chiefs fans that I piss off with this, and this is why I put the hat fucking backwards.
We're getting we're getting drunk in the bar, Sean.
This is so.
We're fucking gonna go, son.
The only reason that Mahomes is as good as what he is because he's that pretty face that they want to push forward. He's the face of the NFL that they're trying to push for. That's why he's on all the fucking State Farm commercials. That's why his talent does not back up how much he's being shoved down our fucking throats.
But
it really don't.
Like he has, but this is why I say it. Like a lot of people may not realize this, man, but Cam Newton has broken like every rookie record that ever fucking existed.
Okay.
Does that way to go, Cam? You know what I mean? Like when they say he threw for 450 yards in a fucking game, that they lost 17-10.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what the hell does 450 yards do for you? You know what I mean? Like
nothing.
Basically, you should have had at least 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like 2 touchdowns and a field goal. You couldn't score 10 fucking points. So at what point does winning actually mean something? You know what I mean?
I'll say this.
Not just because he threw for more yards than anybody in the NFL this year. He set the #1 record for most yards in a season this year. I can't take that away from Patrick
No, you
Mahomes.
can't.
But if he loses the Super Bowl, does any of that fucking matter?
Not at all. Looking at it this way, right? Mahomes will be better than Brady. At this point in Brady's career, if you look comparison between Mahomes and Brady, Brady had already won a Super Bowl. Had already won two Super Bowls.
Right, but he's in the same boat though. He's already won one.
He's already won one.
You know what I mean?
The
Like,
thing
he has
is,
a
I
chance-
don't
he lost
see.
one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and now he has a chance to win or lose another.
I don't see Mahomes being better than Brady.
Here's
I was so afraid of putting Brady in a playoff scenario, 2 minutes to go, and they have to score a touchdown. You might as well just walk the fuck off the field.
But that's taken away from the fact that you've seen the Chiefs do that in 13 seconds. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, miserable fucking play calling, but
the fact of the matter is that the
miserable defensive play calling.
Look, the fact of the matter is right now, the fucking Chiefs are lucky to be in this goddamn Super Bowl.
He is.
They don't even deserve to be in this fucking Super Bowl. They really don't. Not based off of the AFC Championship.
I'm just like anything could have happened in that game.
Based on the AFC Championship, and the thing was, everybody can talk about the refs are the reason why what they won. The refs are an anomaly in any game.
Look, you should never leave the game. You should never leave the game in the refs' hands.
Even though the fact that I've never seen a play completely erased and basically hit redo. I mean, I've never seen that happen. We saw that in that game. But the thing was, he got lucky on that bootleg that he likes to do, that little run crap that he does. He is a product of the people of what he has around him. So the thing is, those little flip passes of what he likes to try to make happen whenever a play breaks up, Brady didn't have to have that. Brady made the play.
That's where I will, you know what I mean? Like, that's where I kind of put things. Like, when you want to talk about a quarterback of being, you know what I mean, like, accurate decision, like, I think, like, if you watch last week's game, you know what I mean, or the week before, like, I think Joe Burrow destroyed him in that aspect. Like, I've never had to see such a great quarterback have to be disguised in so many routes. You know what I mean? Like, Joe Burrow's going to drop it on you in between them two dudes. Like, he hit that dude in the end zone in the fucking hands. Mm-hmm. He hit Jamar Chase in the fucking helmet between 2 fucking people, right? There was no, like, and Joe just stood in the pocket. There was no running around. There was no he just stood there, dropped it. You know what I mean? Like, and so when you have to start scheming for little things here and there and do all these little trickery, look at us fucking gimmicks.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I kind of lose a little bit of respect for it, but I'm not going to take it away like Patrick isn't you know what I mean? Like, the fact that he can, but keep in mind, man, go back 5 years ago and watch Matt Stafford do the same fucking thing.
So the thing is,
so is Patrick the inventor of that? No, I saw Matt Stafford do it for the Lions.
I mean,
so get out of here.
You know what I mean? Like, Michael Vick was one of the ones that freaking.
Right, Michael Vick kind of did it.
So I mean, you have that whole that looks so much like Michael Vick. That whole like, the pocket collapsed. Oh, I'm running. Like, whoop.
But as well you should, because that's like how
take
Brady
away
became the king of thinking dunk.
Take away Juju Smith-Schuster. Take away Travis Kelce.
Right.
Mahomes ain't shit.
We'll see with this Sky Moore kid, because at the end of the day, Kelsey's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, this is the first year, which is why Tyreek went away. This is the first year, because nobody wants to talk about this.
I think that he pushed Tyreek out.
No, nobody wants to talk about this. This is the first year. Yes, Patrick signed his deal a long time ago. Mm-hmm. This is the first year it actually hit, though. Because remember, he played on his rookie deal for 5 years. They hooked up his thing.
Right.
This is the first year that his money actually hit. They couldn't afford Tyreek. They had to let him go. You know what I mean? Like, because Patrick's money is going to start affecting how many players they can have.
Mistake.
You know what I mean? Like, so we'll see how that turnabouts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but as if
I did say Juju Smith-Schuster. He is on the freaking.
he's on the Chiefs. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, I make sure I didn't fucking mix up.
If you ask people, you know what I mean? Like if you listen to a Nick Wright, like he doesn't have any wide receivers. So Juju Smith-Schuster, which you brought in by choice, is trash. So you brought in a trash fucking receiver. Like I don't understand. His front leg sucks, even though most of them made the Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? Like they say that he's got no offensive line, even though most of his offensive line
Made the Pro Bowl.
fucking Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? Like so.
So the thing is, I think that I look at the tight end as being that type of person that could, like, it's like that last bit save all.
Dude, but you can't,
an easy
because
target.
you can't give that to Kelsey, right? Like you can't take that away from Patrick and then not account for Gronkowski.
Gronk, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Tom had Gronk, he's got Kelsey. Like so, in comparison of tight ends, you know what I mean? Like they are Tom and him had somebody. You know what I mean? There used to be a murdering ass motherfucker back there too. And when they had that dude, if he could have kept his fucking nose clean, that scheme that the Patriots had was fucking nuts. That shit would have, because remember, they used to do a 2 tight end set, and then Aaron would run back and play fucking running back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they were, dude. The Patriots were scheming the shit out of that.
Poor Aaron.
Yeah, he's no longer with us.
No, he was stupid. he thought he was real gangster, and he is not.
But he was. But he was, friend. Oh. I knew where because he was from Connecticut, so I know where he was from. He was fucking with some real dudes. Once I saw the story, I'm like, oh, okay.
So Slip Dog OTR is right up. Or sorry, OTR is all right, but OTR unpredictable miles, unpredictable. The fuck is that?
We don't play Pictionary, dog.
I'm thinking maybe money, unpredictable routes. But that's the whole thing about it. That's one of the best things about it is the fact that you don't know where you're going. You don't. It's something new.
Right,
but,
and it's also something that plays itself out. You know what I mean? Like that's probably one of the things. And honestly, like if you do this long enough, man, you predict it.
Right.
Like, yo, I'm going, like, when the load I did last week, you know what I mean? Like, went down to Longview, as soon as I passed the town, yo, we're going right there to get loaded. Guarantee it. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly where we went.
Right. Slip Dog says he agreed, peg leg. Slip Dog also says, first to give y'all a like. Hey, man.
Hey!
Jump on here. We appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the fucking bell.
We said this earlier.
I'm saying it again.
Like, subscribe. Fuck your comments.
The comments are on here.
Yeah, but it's a laugh. You know what I mean? Like I would say that if I was doing video shit, that's what I would say. Like and subscribe, but fuck your comments.
Fitz, I would Fitz for tour players. Fitz did always not used to be this big.
Tuba play.
No, I was on the drum line. We needed someone to carry the bigger bass because no one else could carry. Because I swear every other person on the drum line was small. So I was carrying the big bass, even though I can play the toms, snare. I was able to do that stuff. I played the Tiffany whenever we did concerts. I did quite a few other stuff.
That's what I want to ask. That's what I want to ask Kyle too. So somebody next week ask him on Tune In Tuesday.
What
the best show was? Like who has the best audience? Because for me, like in the country aspect of it, I think that's why a lot of people go there. That fan base is a way more loyal fan base. Like if they like your sound, they like it. Like with pop and you know what I mean, like all this other stuff. Like
metalheads are pretty freaking
right.
That's
it's hard to get to that level though. You know what I mean? Like so you got to come in on that like to get to that point. Where in country, like a lot of people just kind of dig your sound. Like a lot of chilling that back road song by what's his name, Jason Aldean or whatever. That was actually a Colt Ford song. You know what I mean? Like, and so like if you do well in country, like your song will be, you know what I mean? Like, and you get credit for it. They don't diddy your ass, come in and like backstab you and steal your shit so you can't get it.
We're talking about Bad Boy Productions. Uh-oh.
Bad Boy! Anyway.
So,
sorry.
I was no tuba player.
But I wanted to ask him like what his favorite fan, like, so like playing with so many different genres, like what genre had like the best show?
Right. Says, I'm out of beer, going to walk down to the 7-Eleven and be back real quick. That was what I was telling you earlier with Slip
Yes.
Dog.
Well, maybe he came back.
He did.
What I had asked him. But
he says, I'm back.
I forget what I asked him.
What did I miss?
I asked you something. You gotta backlog it. I forget what.
Let's see here. We were talking OTR.
No, we were talking about something else when I said something.
Chiefs by 3.
Oh, yeah. Is it going to be... So, you might have missed Cap. Said it was going to be 17-14 Eagles. So, do you think it's going to be that low? Because he basically has it by 3 as well.
Right.
Just
so what are you? Because we're trying to find out if you think it's going to be a high scoring game, it's going to be a low scoring game.
No, I remember.
I think that it's going to be a fairly high scoring game. This is unless like
I kind of agree with your brother, man. Like this is going to be a real. I still think it's going to be in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it might be teens, the 20s. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't think it's going to be as high as people think. I think it's going to be a super, especially on the Eagles side, man. I think the Eagles are really going to step up and make it hard for Patrick to.
Oh yeah. And Jalen, I think Jalen's going to go off. And the thing is,
I don't know if Jalen can go off. That's my thing.
I think that he can. And
that's what makes. I think he'll have more fuck ups than. I think they'll hurt themselves more than the Chiefs hurt them.
I think that also because we got some things that need to play in or that come into play. Like we look at Patrick Mahomes, he's not 100%. I mean, Jalen Hurts obviously isn't as well. But with Patrick Mahomes, his injury is a little bit fresher. And that's a little bit of a harder injury, especially for a mobile quarterback of what he is.
Right, because he's not breaking that containment. They're
coming for him. Timmy Turbo says, "I always like the sound of the steel guitar." Me too, man. Like that.
That is a good.
That is a solid. That's a country sound, man. Like that is 80s, 90s country. That like that. Man, I love that. Like, that is mostly, Garth Brooks, Brooks and Dunn, George Strait.
Marie.
Yeah. Aaron Tippin, freaking, like, you had all of these major country stars that use that.
Brooks and Dunn? That was my jam. Stop it! Unnecessary.
But that steel guitar, like, I haven't even thought about playing a steel guitar, and they have like foot pedals with it and everything like that. I think that would be fun. That'd be a fun instrument to learn how to play, because that is one instrument that you really don't see anymore. Like I've really liked.
It's very similar to the stand-up ones. Harp, steel guitar and harp are very similar. One's laying down, one's standing up.
I can go.
And and obviously the chords are more steel, but anyway,
it's a guitar that's actually laid down though.
Right, and the strings are firmer and like they're normal on a steel, hence the name steel guitar. But you know what's really hard to play?
Drink.
The banjo. Banjo is a tricky thing to play.
Yeah.
Like my uncle played, and it was very like trickery. You know what I mean? Like so many different ways.
Yeah, dude.
You got to hit that. It's not like. You got
to do it like all you have your picks like on all your fingers. They do it. It's like it's crazy. Slip Dog says, I think in the 30s. In the 30s, that
I can see that. Like I said, I see it being like somewhere in the 20s. It could be. It's gonna be like 20 something to teen something or 30 something to 20 something. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's gonna be super. Like, if it gets to the 30s, I think it's going to be low 30s, 32, 33.
Right. Well, we shall see. I know we're going to be going over, 49 points. Good God.
Who said that's because Timmy is all.
Yeah, Timmy on that other shit.
Timmy on that height. Get it up.
But,
49 total points, baby.
Yeah. Wish there was a team that was on there. Should have been the 49ers.
Oh, God. I see what you did there, Turbo. Way to get out of it. I put it together now.
But so Sunday, I know we're going to go over to a friend of ours' house. We're going to watch the Super Bowl over there. Next week should be interesting. You'll see if I'm happy or if I'm sad. If I'm sad
on Tuesday.
Oh, let's see on Tuesday.
You're going to see it early too.
Yeah, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be sad. If I'm happy,
if you're happy and you know it,
if I'm happy, that's because the Chiefs lost.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Shut up. Fuck.
If you're happy and you know it, shut your face.
I got more shit to throw.
I got more than you just giving.
All right, hold on. So no more than 54 points in the Super Bowl, and no more than 5 points separate winner and losers. honestly, people are saying that this is going to be defined by the coin toss because what is it? The last 5 or 6 Super Bowls that the guy that won the coin toss won or lost.
Ooh, so last year, old Patty boy, Patty, shout out Pat McAfee, what up, homie? You know, he like bet $30,000 on the coin flip. So what do you think it's going to be, heads or tails?
Tails.
I'll go with heads.
Because you had to go against me.
Yes.
We couldn't because I can tell because how much you paused. You initially were going to say tails.
No, I wasn't sure what I was going to say, and then I was like, "Well, I'll just take the side."
Well, it's a 50-50 shot. Side of you. Yeah, exactly. That's all what you want to do.
I couldn't believe you bet $30,000 on that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's when you have too much fucking money in your range.
Facts. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here, guys. It was good talking with you. It's been an hour.
But I gotta ask.
What's to ask?
Does Lamar Jackson get signed to the Baltimore Ravens? Or the landing spot seems to be Atlanta. That's where a lot of people are hedging money. But does Baltimore even let him out of the building?
I think Atlanta.
So you don't think they re-signed him either?
No, I think if you have a good enough, offer, you can't necessarily refuse it and then try to.
Well, he played out. This was his 5th year, so he's played out his contract. So either they have to franchise tag him or they have to play him. There's no more. You know what I mean? They'd have to pay him or franchise tag him. Otherwise, he just walks. Now, obviously, I'm going to put a franchise tag on him, so Atlanta can't just have him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get some sort of compensation back from him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to put the tag on him. Because once you put the tag on him, even if he doesn't sign it, he can't just walk off either. But I think Atlanta's the only place he can go. You know what I mean? Like, mainly because they were the only real other team inside of the Deshaun Watson thing. You want Deshaun Watson money, you're going to have to go get it from somebody that was willing. But when you come out and you're like, I don't have no help, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and blah, 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 the team around, I no longer want to hear, like, they got to do things to help Lamar.
Right.
Once you get that kind of big boy money, you're supposed to be a big boy quarterback. You're supposed to work with what you have, right? Like, that's your talent level. Your talent level says I'm $230-something million fucking dollars guaranteed. You know what I mean? Like, that means you don't get help, bro.
No.
That means you are the help.
Yeah, we paid enough for you.
We gonna get all these little rookie dudes. You're gonna school them up. You're gonna
exactly. You're gonna earn this money.
Right, and you're gonna have to earn this money because you wanted it, and we were willing to give it to you because we believe you can earn it. But
so Timmy Turbo says 28-21 Chiefs.
that's a good. Yeah. I mean, I don't like the call, but I can see this going either way, man.
Slick Dog says have to agree. Mahomes got an awesome sidewinder.
Hey, but seen a lot of quarterbacks do that. Like, I don't know why people are acting like, and I haven't even watched football forever. You know what I mean? Like, I've been watching football since like early 2001. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't even watched football that much. But like I said, a lot of the throws that Patrick makes, I've seen Matt Stafford fucking make consistently playing for the fucking
like I told
Lions.
you.
You know what I mean? Like, I've seen Aaron Rodgers make
like I told you, the only fucking reason that Mahomes is as popular as what he is because he has a freaking pretty face.
No,
that's the only fucking reason.
But success matters. You know what I mean? Like, success matters because Matthew Stafford also wasn't going to the AFC Championship every year. You know what I mean? Like, granted, partially because I think they're in the NFC, aren't they? Yeah. So, like, the Lions are in the NFC. So, of course, he couldn't be there. But it's not like he was in the NFC Championship game every year for the 5 years that he's been here.
But I think
but you've been graced by decent players. You've been graced by a good coach. You've been graced by a good organization.
Exactly. You had more fucking people around you, but I cannot stand.
But I'm going to stop acting like you the only motherfucker that ever, like, he came into the league and started, and he's the only dude that's been throwing these throws. I'm not going to sit here and let you have that.
Fuck off.
Everything he's done, I've seen Matthew Stafford do for the Lions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so.
No.
And I've seen other quarterbacks do, you know what I mean? Like, other shit too. But eventually, when you start playing backyard football and you have to play with Sky Moore sucks. But is it that Sky Moore sucks? Or is it that you play such unorchestrated football that, you know what I mean? Like, you work on precision. You work on timing. And then you off script. There's no timing to this anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so you made me focus on all this fucking timing shit for what? When I just could have came out here and played backyard football with Patrick the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, why am I working so hard?
He said that it's kind of silly throwing a side hand when 90% of your linemen are over 6 foot tall.
But
Facts.
But again, it's coming in through different windows. I understand the sidearm. I understand a lot of things that he does, and that's not to take away from his talent. But like I said, I'll be damned if you're going to tell me he like the first dude to orchestrate this shit.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, so if you're going to give credit to him, make sure you throw that same credit to Matt Stafford. And it's funny how they trying to say Matt Stafford trying to look like Patrick Mahomes, when the reality is he was in the league well before Mahomes was even in fucking college.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like doing the same shit. So get out of here with your bullshit. And again, it's not that, like, this is what I hate, man. It's like they kind of force you to hate the dude. You know what I mean? Like, you put him, like, I'm not taking away talent from the dude, but you put him, like, way the fuck up here, and it's like he's not. You know what I mean? Like I said, the thing that puts Tom Brady where Tom Brady is 7 fucking rings. When you get close to that, we can talk. You know what I mean? Like, first get your second, okay? Before you try to go fuck with Big Daddy, get your second. You run around the way that you run around, because you know what Tom never did? Tom never ran like you. You know what I mean? Like, so Tom has always been in a position where he can last longer than most quarterbacks. That's why he was able to play till he was 46. You see Patrick Mahomes playing till he was 45, 46. You know what I mean? Like, so are you going to get as many rings as him? It's possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible, but let's get the second one before we start talking that shit. You know what I mean? Like, work on number 2, okay?
He says Vic used to throw sidearn all the time.
Yeah, Vic has done it. So many people, because that's where the Lamar thing came into. Is that like Vic is almost co-signing him going down there?
So you flipping.
The second coming of Michael Vick.
You are riding on the coattails of all the really good quarterbacks that came before you. You a copycat.
But here's the thing though, right? Can you blame Mahomes for that? Like, this isn't, like, I don't feel like this is Mahomes' fault.
Look, there's a free country. I can dislike who the fuck I want.
No, I'm not saying you can, but like, it's the media that builds them up to this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, man, like, it was the same thing with the DeMar Hamlin shit, dude. Felt bad for the dude until you told me, well, you need to see this person as a human. Well, now time the fuck out right here, bro. Like, I can see this motherfucker however I want to see him. You know what I mean? Like, and I do feel bad for him. But now you trying to talk down to me like I wasn't feeling bad for the dude. And honestly, you get paid millions. Like, even if you died that day, your children are going to be better off because of what you did than when you started. You know what I mean? Like, way better off than my kids. You know what I mean? Like, so...
Let's talk about the fact
it's hard for me to feel that bad for you.
No.
Give me the opportunity. Bro, I'd be paralyzed and still playing this fucking game. I'm like, Coach, I can catch the ball in my wheelchair. You know what I mean? Like...
See, look here. Good point. Tom Brady, flat-footed, Mahomes, dancing out there. Catch me if you can. But it's like, the thing is, though, Brady had one of the best offensive lines the time that he was with the Patriots.
But he didn't. Like, that's the...
That whole offensive line that he had was all pro.
What in his early years, but at the end of it, not so much, because everybody says, like, what is Tom Brady the king of? Dink and dunk.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Tom's just a dink and dunk quarterback. That's because the front line can't stop the fucking cold. You know what I mean? Like, so the ball had to come out in 2.3 seconds. Yeah. Like, that's where I think Tom thrives. And again, this isn't to take away from Patrick, not to say that Patrick can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, but Tom was good at utilizing motherfuckers for what they were good at. You know what I mean? Like, and so we're sending Julian here, we're sending this here, we're doing this here. They schemed against what they could do. Mm-hmm. So my front line sucks. Cool, I just got to get it out quicker. We'll send this guy across the middle, boom, done. You know what I mean? Like, we'll send him to the middle, send Gronk out, boom, hit Gronk, go. You know what I mean? Like, they were good at manipulating that situation. You know what I mean? Like, but
Timmy says every kid grows up wanting to be their favorite player. That's exactly what Patrick did.
Who was his favorite player?
Probably fucking Vic. But at the end of it, this Sunday is going to be interesting, and I'll end it on this. Mahomes is brought up, especially on the media side of it. We all know they're all about fake news. So I think that I'm very. If it hadn't been for the fact how much he's actually pushed so much in the media, he wouldn't be near as popular as what he is. And I'm getting so tired of hearing about Patrick Mahomes this, Patrick Mahomes that. I don't like him.
He's talented. He runs like a fairy though. Like, if you watch him, he runs a little fruity.
He has no face. His freaking it looks like he should be wearing. Remember those freaking football like little freaking costumes you used to get, where it's like the teeny tiny little helmet that would smash your fucking face in. That's what he looks like. His face. He has no face, and it's like. And this is how he. This is how he always looks. His head's down.
I wait for the day he gets hit too with his little tongue out and cuts it off.
Like, look how fat.
Bites his fucking tongue off.
Look how much of a little fucking pallet he fucking threw whenever he was on the sidelines and they told him to go down to the locker room to get his ankle evaluated. He threw his freaking jacket like a little girl.
Yeah. But that's, I mean, he's a competitor,
I don't
dude. Like,
want it.
that's what I say. I don't take anything away from him. You know what I mean? Like, he's a competitor. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of cats that wouldn't even go out there on that ankle, Lamar. You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of people that wouldn't be doing what he was doing. You know what I mean? Like, that dude is a true competitor. That's why I try not to put it on him. I'm just tired of the fucking media telling me he's everything every other quarterback was before him.
Right.
Is he good? Yeah. But, like, when Stafford had Megatron, they were killer too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but then he had nobodies. After Megatron left, he had nobody. So like, you can do a lot of comparison here, man. And his stats have proven. But as long as you're okay with the personal stats and not the wins, you know what I mean? Like, without the rings, you know what I mean? Like, then cool, yeah, you the best player that played the fucking game so far. Like, you had the best season, you had the most throwing yards, you had all of that, but you haven't, you know what I mean? Like, you can win all the games, but without the rings, you can win as many AFC championships games as you want. You can make it to as many as you want. But until you get the rings, does anything else really matter? And like, that is the definition, the team fucking sport. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't tennis, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, if this was tennis, you'd be the best that ever was. But it's not tennis. You need the rest of these fuckers too.
Said, what time does the game start? He said he thinks 6. I think 6 too. I think so.
Check your local Fox
Check your
station.
local listings.
Yeah, it's on Fox. I know that. Luckily, because dear DirecTV, I think I have. Fucking figure it out with CBS, you bitches.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Facts. We're going to get out of here, guys. Hope you guys have a good Super Bowl. We'll see who wins, but we'll talk to you guys next week. So until then, it's going to be Primetime Fitz and Justin.
Bye, America.
We out this motherfucker.
Ooh.